What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We have a lot to talk about today. The WBC, the World Baseball Classic, is officially back. Aaron Judge, he went yard for the Yankees. So because we're talking about Aaron Judge, I do want to bring up the fact that there was a massive trade, including Aaron Judge. Once upon a time, back in 2014, yeah, Aaron Judge could have been an Atlanta Brave. So we'll talk about that. Also, if you guys missed it, Justin Turner, he unfortunately got hit in the face area by a pitch. There's a massive update on him. He's going to be okay, but again, we'll get into that. Now, the first two clips I want to show, I cannot believe that this happened on the same day. So the first clip that you're watching is Ryan O'Hearn of the Orioles. He hits a pitch deep, and it's gone, but the center fielder, he was pretending that he actually caught it. So Ryan O'Hearn, he didn't know if he should round the bases or not until the center fielder actually said, yeah, I don't have anything in my glove. And then in the second clip, almost the exact same area as well, only this center fielder actually robbed it and he pretended that he didn't. So the hitter, he's circling third base, he's celebrating, he reaches home, and then the guy throws it in from center field. The blue team is going crazy. Their fans are like, wow, he actually caught it. And then the hitter standing there in disbelief. Yeah, he probably felt stupid. But the fact that one center fielder pretended that he caught it, and then in the same day, another center fielder actually catches it and pretends that he didn't, that's not supposed to happen in one day. Like, my mind was kind of blown seeing that. Now, before we talk about this Aaron Judge trade that almost happened back in 2014, let's play the game of did he catch it or not, just like in the last two clips. Aaron Hicks, he got booed in his spring debut. Did he catch it? Nah, he dropped it. So Aaron Hicks, I don't know what else he can do to make Yankees fans hate him even more. Although he is kind of raking in spring training, I don't think it's going to be good enough. They hate that guy. The 2022 AL MVP, he is back. That's his first home run of spring training. This guy has some of the easiest pop I have ever seen. Now, what I do want to talk about real quick is shout out to my guy Hoodie Glaber and his podcast. They actually brought all this information to light. So back in 2014, this is coming from Jeff Passan. Jeff Passan doesn't get anything wrong. He basically said that in 2014, Aaron Judge, Luis Severino, and Gary Sanchez, and a few other guys were reportedly traded to Atlanta for Jason Hayward, Andrelton Simmons, BJ Upton, and a few other pieces as well. The trade obviously did not go through, but imagine if it actually went through and you had Ronald Acuna Jr. and Aaron Judge in the same outfield. That would be one of the most talented outfields in the history of baseball. Now, luckily for Yankees fans, this trade did not go through, but I did want to mention it. I forgot about it the last few days because it kind of poses the question that the Braves, they haven't won a World Series in quite some time. The Yankees, they haven't won a World Series in quite some time either. Who's going to win one first, Atlanta or the Yankees? Because back in the day, these two teams were in the World Series, it seemed like every other year. Real quick update on Justin Turner. Obviously, that's kind of hard to watch. I'm not going to show the full thing. I mean, if you saw the clip, it's actually pretty devastating. But Justin Turner, luckily, after 16 stitches, he is tweeting that he's going to be okay. There are no broken bones. There are no fractures. He's probably going to be back in the lineup and playing baseball in the next few days, maybe 2 weeks. Now, staying with the Red Sox, I do want to show Chris Sale. He's out there smiling. I haven't seen this in quite some time. Chris Sale, I feel really bad for him because he was obviously on pace to make the Hall of Fame, and injuries have kind of hindered that. To me, he's definitely going to bounce back in 2023 and be Chris Sale over the next few seasons and get back on that Hall of Fame trajectory. But it's just really nice to see him out there and healthy because, again, we haven't seen that in quite some time. And if you don't remember, Chris Sale back in the day, one of the nastiest pitchers, starting pitchers at least, in baseball history. It was either him or Yu Darvish. They were kind of battling back and forth for the highest strikeouts per nine for a starting pitcher in the history of baseball. That's how nasty he is. What I want to do over the next few minutes is talk about a few X factors in the game of baseball. We have Dalton Varsho playing elite defense already for the Blue Jays, and that's something that Jays fans aren't really accustomed to seeing. Teoscar Hernandez in right field was not very good. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. was not very good defensively either. I think the last time that they had a capable left fielder was Kevin Pillar back in whatever 2012 or the Jose Bautista days. Corey Seager without the shift, that is an X factor in itself. So you can see he's going yard, and I just cannot wait to see guys like Corey Seager, Matt Olson, Joey Gallo, even if the team isn't deploying their left fielder to play shallow right field. If these guys can actually think about driving the ball to the right side as opposed to maybe I can hit it to the left and beat the shift, if they can just unlock their swings again, yeah, they can be X factors just like Corey Seager. Noah Syndergaard, they call him Thor. He was up to 94 miles an hour, which is not very Thor-like considering, I mean, back in his prime, he was hitting triple digits almost every single fastball. He did look impressive over 3 innings yesterday. He is going to be a big-time player in the Dodgers' success, and if he can get back up to 96 and 97 miles per hour even, especially on that sinker, the Dodgers, yet again, are going to be turning someone who kind of was fading into the sunset back into a star player. I mean, if we take a look at Tyler Anderson, Andrew Heaney, their careers were basically jokes before they got to LA. Jack Flaherty of the Cardinals, he basically missed all of 2022. I think he had 36 innings or something like that. He is back, and he looks looks pretty good. I'm hoping that he stays healthy because when he's pitching like Jack Flaherty, he had a half, I can't remember the exact year, but he had a 2.2 ERA in the first or second half of a season. He was absolutely dominant, so I'm excited to see him back and healthy. Dylan Carlson, another X factor for the Cardinals. He missed nearly 40 games a season ago in 2022, yet still somehow managed 30 doubles. If we can get a 330 on base percentage Dylan Carlson and have a bounce back season from Tyler O'Neill, the Cardinals, along with Jack Flaherty being back, again, they're going to be stupid, especially if they call up Jordan Walker or even Mason Wynn. And the final X factor, Alec Bohm. This dude is raking in spring training. Imagine if they get 25 home run version of Alec Bohm, because I feel like he is capable of that. I know he's more of a contact guy. He showed that last year where he was just kind of putting the ball in play. The power and the slugging wasn't really there, but I don't know if he unlocked something. I really want to see a 20 home run, 25 home run campaign from Alec Bohm. Combine that with adding Trey Turner and then getting Bryce Harper back after the All-Star break. The Phillies are going to be really good, but we already knew that considering they made the World Series without Trey Turner. By the way, speaking of raking, Trey Mancini has been going off. He looks so comfortable in that Chicago Cubs uniform. He is second in base hits already for all of spring training. He's hitting nearly 600, and again, he just looks very comfortable. We all know that he came back from cancer. Trey Mancini is one of my favorite players in baseball, and I hope that he absolutely tees off for Chicago. A quick reminder, guys, the World Baseball Classic is officially back. This is not an ad or anything like that. I'm just excited to see baseball that isn't spring training now. I do love me some spring training, but sometimes once it hits the 4th or the 5th inning, it can get a little bit not monotonous, but it can sometimes be bad baseball with all of the young guys trying to kind of outperform and outdo themselves. So seeing the World Baseball Classic is back. This is going to be a lot of fun. If you guys want me to report on it, let me know in the comments. I can kind of sandwich spring training and World Baseball Classic all in the same video. So I'm really excited. The first game is on later today. I think it's Cuba and Netherlands at 11 Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'll be watching that. I think it's on Fox or something like that. But to end today's video, let's go ahead and show some web gems that I just didn't really have time to talk about today. Thanks for watching and be safe.
Value to each pitch. His curveball had a top 25 run value in the majors. Volpe. Everything about that play is something that you like.
The 1-0 popped up back to first base. Torkelson retreating. That's in no man's land. Torkelson with a tremendous sliding catch. Loves it off the bat of Farmer. Defensive play of the day.
Pitch. Swung on, fly ball, right center field. It's going to stay in the park, maybe. Butler to the track near the wall along with Pache. Pache reaches up.
Couple of brilliant plays by Pache here in the spring. That was
half swing, bouncer headed up the middle. Nice play by Alvarez.
L'Oreal retired.
Still 2-2. Liner to the left side of the diamond. Goofy hop for Correa. Takes it back lip of the infield. One hop strike for Carlos Correa.
Well, we talk about range and how important it's going to be with the no shift. And I liked how